No, no. You understand what this means? I don't think you understand where we came from. Folks. What's up against us? IMC Nation. What we're fighting for. Being the best. This shit's undeniable, yo. Fuck the rest. Double. Louis Gang. I'm a Golden State Warriors. Let's get it. Hey. This a warrior song. The other side is stuck in smoke, but we get worried at all. Not at all. And if my police should fall, I'll never leave them, even if I have to carry them all. We got it. Hey, this a warrior song. Get away with it or commit it, then just hurry along. This is for only the strong, the ones who live it and are driven by this warrior song. I'm gonna work on the street. I'm gonna stand up, G, like I'm a
Prolific Expression, 9 a.m. Welcome, YouTube land.
Trying to walk a straight line.
Tap in with this
being torn by the thorns on the stem of a rose. From a fighting in his guardian of his enemy soul. Ain't living no pretender, time to eat +4. Ain't no secret that I keep it 96 +4. Trying to puncture any structure that is not of my own. Slide in the zone, well aware I'm dying alone. To the pedal, clutching metal with no license for smash. Through the ghetto, spitting petrol like I'm cycling gas. And my level got you looking up, I fill up my lungs. Indoor, bending board, and I'm still in the slum. Real as they come, filling up from venomous snakes that I'll probably never shake to the heavenly gates. No go, hey. This a warrior song. The other side is stuck in smoke, but we ain't worried at all. No, not at all. And if my police should fall, I'll never leave them, even if I have to carry them all. Louis Gang, hey, there's a warrior song. If you ain't with it or committed, then just hurry along. This is for only the strong, the ones who live it and are driven by this warrior song. It's a world driven gang sign, for us stick with the OG, the whole team, the four in this franchise. This sick of down, my system trying to read, and the moment to think, what will it take, man? Warfare, seeing these shady men, it is more clear. Your fear, making illegal alien born here. Not spit, petty great stuff will make you levitate. Blood shit, heavyweight, enough to make the levies get. Rap moves, lives to change, they got a space. My tattoos remind us of pain. I can't erase my back loom over your head and out of reach. I'm doing your homework. Show me the red. I'm so breaks the steel. There ain't no faking with the flow. No days in hell. And that's my blanket for the club. I'm getting all on the line. Right wrong is some either dog in the fight. Or used to fight on the dog. Double L. This a warrior song. The other side is stuck in smoke, but we ain't worried at all. No, not at all. And if my police should fall, I'll never leave them, even if I have to carry them all. Louis Gang, hey, this a warrior song. If you ain't with it or committed, then just hurry along. This is for only the strong, the ones who live it and are driven by this warrior song.
Ooh. Yeah. That's a fucking warrior song right there. Woo! AZD right there. Man, tapped you in right there to the warrior spirit. Shit on real quick. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Thing is connected, so let me connect the guys. Man, that song pumped me the fuck up. You know, there's times that I'm like, man, I wish I was born like in the warrior days where you could fight with alongside your brother and just fucking protect your tribe, your loved ones, yourself, anything like that. Man, that's the spirit that lives around me. That's the spirit inside me. That's the spirit inside IMC Nation. It has not died and will not die. It will never die. It will never die. We're going to keep it alive. IMC Nation is going to keep it alive. I'm going to keep it alive. Once again, it's Monday, the 16th. Everything feels like low vibration because it's Monday. I could feel it in the world or whatever. However, not me, not IMC Nation. We're on our shit. We get up and we tap in and we got that warrior spirit because that's the way we roll, motherfuckers. I keep forgetting we're on YouTube and the cussing doesn't help. So there's a quote I wanted to read to you that I saw somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but I wrote it down right here. And it's right here. Sometimes when you're blind, you can't see. Anyways, sometimes when you're blind, and I don't think it's speaking about eyes, opening your eyes and being blind. I'm talking about blind to your awareness. Sometimes when you're blind, and sometimes when you're blind and times seem darkest, you often see things more clearly. So when you're going through some painful shit, some fucked up shit, that's your awareness telling you to pay attention. And sometimes you, in your deepest, darkest times, is where you see things more clearly. When you're going through shit, you see things more clearly. When you wake up in the morning, you see things more clearly because you're going through some, because I don't even know where we go when we sleep. However, when I wake up, or I'm sure the majority of people wake up, they're discombobulated. I don't even know if that's a word. You don't know where you're at. You don't know who you are. You don't know what's going on. You wake up like, what the hell's going on? Where am I? Who is this? Blah blah blah. And have you ever had a dream where you wake up and then you wake up again? It's just stuff like that. I'm just giving you an example of usually that wake up in the morning when it's dark. Because if you wake up and the sunlight's out, it's not as bad. You know what I mean? I don't even understand waking up when the sun's out already. It just feels like, I don't even know. What I'm trying to say is when you wake up early in the morning before the sun, and when you get that fresh air and everything, it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. So tap into that vibe and see where that takes you. So as I was saying, when you're going through the most fucked up situations, that's when you see things more clearly. An example, like I said, wake up time. When you're going through painful situations in life, if you quiet your mind and see things more clearly, like the quote says, you will be able to understand what's going on more. Stop running for pain. Stop being so damn weak. Pain is your teacher, and pain is gonna come. No, either you're gonna cause it to yourself because you're not going through it, or the universe is gonna provide it for you. So either way, make friends with pain or suffering or whatever. Stay in the middle. Like this month's camp or next month is gonna be the master holds the middle. If you stand in the middle, you're all right. Here's pain, here's suffering, here's happiness, here's the middle. This is where you stand, in the middle. Whether it's painful, whether it's happy, you stand right here. You're gonna be all right. Zen and all that. It's so many how could I put this? Anyways, it's so cool. All right. He who is brave is free. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. The best revenge is not to be like your enemies. A man's true delight is to do things he was made for. It is a man made to do. And that's what I was saying earlier when I put the warrior song and I tap into the Azteca ancestors, the warrior ancestors. It does something to me. It wakes my spirit up. It makes me want to be there. I want to be in that environment of the Aztec warriors alongside my brothers and my family and just survive and live. That's what I want. That's what my spirit wants, and it's there. So what's happening here? 2023. There's no craziness here in the USA. Everything's so calm. The only war you have is with yourself, with your mind. And that's the hardest opponent to defeat. Why? Because he knows you. She knows you. Your opponent knows you inside and out. You cannot lie to yourself. You cannot lie to the universe. You cannot lie to God or whoever. So I remember AZD saying this, oh shit, you're fighting a Street Fighter, the video game. I have a Street Fighter video game. And I would always pick like Ryu, Blanca, E Honda, or Bison. Anyways, you're fighting everybody, and towards the end, you beat the main guy, which is M Bison, Master Bison, whatever his name is. And then what happens? You have to fight yourself, your clone. And I'm like, what? And AZD said, like, what the fuck? I now have to fight myself. I beat all these motherfuckers, and now I have to fight myself. And fighting yourself is the hardest thing to do because you know your next move. It's like, how do you win against yourself? I don't know. How would I win? I'm trying to think here. How would I win? I would win by standing in the middle, like AZD says with the new camp. If I hold my ground, I will beat the Jose that's going through pain, and I will beat the happy Jose if I stand in the middle. And those guys are fighting, and I'm in the middle. Then I see them, and then I become one. I don't know. I'm just making shit up at this point, but it's standing in the middle is where it's at. Or tapping into happiness, tapping into pain. I don't know. You know, there's so many things you could do. There's so many ways of going through it. And that's why it's important to have a mentor to guide you through these things. So yeah, that warrior song really inspires me a lot. I'm an intelligent man that's not going to do anything ignorant or stupid. I'm very aware of the time we live in. And in this time, you have to be deadly with your communication. So that's what I'm working on. I've been working on my communication. So my communication is the way I battle, I guess, the negativity out here, whatever you want to call it, is my communication. So now it's a war of words. It's not a war of people or whatever. It's not physical war. It's communication war. So IMC Nation and myself have been studying communication for years, so we could dissect what's going on around us. Now that does not mean we can't tap into the warrior and become that, because we could do it like that in a blink of an eye. We have it. We just control it. Could you imagine if you couldn't control it? And that's another reason why you should be able to control your emotions, not let other people's words affect you at all. It's pathetic when any man or woman, especially men, let words affect them from other men in ways that should not affect them. It's weakness. That man's at war with himself. You know, so, and like I've told you before, I've been in situations with with strong men using their words against me, and you have to swallow your pride, you have to swallow your ego, and you have to stand in the middle and be prepared to fight if the time comes, always. However, if it's not going to happen, then it's not going to happen. However, stand your ground, stand in your power. AZD said this too. Stand in your power. If you stand in your power, you'll be all right. And that, a great example of me standing in my power, one time I was out there working, and I jumped this little, you know what a dock is, where you back up the tractor trailers. I jump on this dock, you know, and I didn't notice that there was a dog on the other side. So I jump on the dock, and the dog goes "Rrr, rrr," and like charges towards me. I did not react at all. I just stood in my power, and the dog backed away, and it'd be like, okay, this guy didn't do shit. So he just went, "Rrr," and then I ignored him. I just stood my ground, and then sniff me around. I'm like, okay, cool. And just do your thing. And it's the same thing with humans. Like, you have people running towards you or whatever, stand your ground. Now, I'm not saying to do that shit with a bear or any of that. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you an example of standing in your power. So do not do anything unintelligent, like go with a bear or some shit like that. You know, be smart about it. So standing in your power, tapping into your warrior spirit, and standing in the middle. So where it's at. So yes, let me see here. It's 9:15. Well, YouTube land, it was great. I'm still gonna speak a couple more minutes. So let me see other. Every new beginning comes from other beginnings, and every morning you begin a new day. Every morning you begin a new life because it ended the night before. Your character ended that night before. So at night, who knows, maybe in your dreams you're working on your character, because even in my dreams, I've noticed that I'm working on my character. That character is always being worked on all the time. And there's really no other way to put it. No, I'm not sure how to put it in words. It's like energy. I don't know. You just feel the change in you. So the best way to change is obviously working on yourself, man. Don't worry about the outside. Work your insides more than anything. Whatever happens, whoever, if anybody says some shit that bothers you, that's the time to work on it. Raise your words, not your voice. That's another one. So that's what I'm saying, like yelling, all that shit. Like, why are you yelling, bro? Your communication will get across more by raising your words, not your voice. Let's see if there's an example. I don't have really good examples. Let me see. Well, when you yell at your, let's say you're yelling at your dog or something, hey. But if you go like, hey, 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 that's just the way I do it. It could be, you know, it could be different for you or whatever. Or when you say a word, the energy has to come with it. You can't just say the word, say the word, say the word, say the word, say the word. However, I'm all over the place. I'm just giving you how my mind works, and it works in ways that it's amazing shit. Yeah, I mean, everybody could do this. There's everybody on this earth has a mind, and the mind is the enemy, and you will learn how to stand in the middle by standing in the middle and doing it, and just go from there, my people. All right, so let's see another one. Every action has its pleasure and its price. Everything has its price. That's what I'm saying. Stand in the middle. Everything has its price. What's the price of waking up early? You feel like crap. You don't want to do it. Blah blah blah. It's cold. You have to pay that price. What's the price if you don't do it? Yes, you're all warm and toasty. Blah blah blah. But then what happens? You're not. Your instrument is not tuned up. You know. So, anyways. All right, my people, mi gente, it's 9:20. Thank you once again for joining Prolific Expression. And I greatly appreciate the people that hit me up for the books, for the Zoom link, or I don't know, just conversation. Shout out to everybody that let me see if there's any YouTube there. Let's see here. Oh yeah. All right. All right, so once again, thank you for joining Prolific Expression. It's always good to be here and share what I have learned from this process, IMC Nation process from AZD. and how it's helped me through life, and it's fun too. It's fun. All right. IMC Nation. Be the best. Fuck the rest. Boss.